Well, we want to, in the Ignatian tradition of love and service to the church and to the world, we want to teach students how to think theologically. We also want them to be able to evaluate issues in a thoughtful way and from a Catholic, ecumenical, cross-cultural, and interfaith perspective. And we also want our students to learn how to act ethically.
The department has a commitment to an intelligent and imaginative response to what constitutes the issues of the world and what constitutes the traditions that we would call theological traditions.
All of the classes of theology are seminar-based, so we have a really good chance to not just get to understand the professor and have a dialogue and conversation with the professor, but they really sort of encourage dialogue and conversation with our fellow students.
We're not just talking about kind of theological concepts, but these are things that make difference in students' personal lives, but also the idea that it can make a difference in the world.
They encourage students to see things with a different perspective. They meet students where they are and walk with them and carry them throughout all of the difficult questions, the why and why is this and how is that.
The theology faculty are very diverse in how they teach and how they approach different things, but they're also very open to different methods.
I tried to connect with students' experiences, their everyday experiences, and where they don't have experience to offer, to give them, to invite them to experience things outside of their everyday horizon.
When I see that aspect of theology, all of the translations, how the languages develop from the Greek, the Hebrew, the Aramaic, the Coptic, into what they are today, and how there's thousands of different translations, and how they all have the same message at the heart, that's just really pulls me into the faith even deeper.
I went to Guatemala and I worked with kids in El Quimal, and just being around them was just incredible. The community, the sense of family, and there was just so much love, and not only that country, but the kids we worked with and my group just clicked.
One other way that many of our teachers in the department open the horizons of our students is by inviting them to experience the religious traditions outside of Christianity, outside the Catholic tradition. Many of us incorporate an immersion experience in a faith tradition that is not your own.
I'm in a senior seminar for theology right now, and we were able to go to Gethsemane as a class at the monastery in Kentucky where Thomas Merton was. And we got to listen to the different monks there, hear their stories, and read from Thomas Merton and see the places that he studied as well. And it was just a really great experience, and we had a great discussion about what it means to be contemplative, but also in action in our world.
You have to sort of apply, those deep theological questions that we're asking, throughout our papers and throughout our essays and throughout our seminars, and applying them to the real world experiences. The combination between in and out of class is just a really fluid and perfect transition.
Ultimately, we're trying to get them to find their own voice, right? What are the things that bring them joy? What are the ways that they see the world out there? And we're not trying to give them the answers to them.
We're a very passionate department, and we do a lot of research, more so than any other departments I know at other locations. People are very passionate about their work, and they do reflect on the Ignatian tradition and try to make their work fit within that tradition.
So I think there's a lot of crossover that can happen in the kinds of courses that we can do, so that there can be a real bridge between the scholarship that we do and then the teaching that happens.
As of right now, I plan on giving at least a year or two of volunteering. There are various programs such as Jesuit Volunteer Corps, World Teach, which would be internationally teaching English, various other programs, one being in New York, Capuchin Franciscan, where I'd be leading about 150 retreats from various kids, teenagers, young adults from different social classes. So
I've just experienced so many things in classes, getting so many different views from different professors, getting to be in dialogue with them a lot has just been really, really enriching in my life.
If you want to study theology, you have to make a pest of yourself. Come and talk with us. We're willing to talk. And if you do that, your life won't be the same. You will be challenged. You'll be prodded. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.